Understanding the unique characteristics of axis deer. The axis deer, also known as cheetal or spotted deer, is native to the Indian subcontinent, India, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bhutan, and Bangladesh. Today, the axis deer can read more. The Barasingha deer, Rucervus duvaucelii, is also called the swamp deer, and it's one of the most famed deer of the Indian subcontinent. You'll find fragmented populations in both central and northern India, and there read more. The Bowean deer, Hylophus coolei, is also commonly referred to as Cool's deer or the Bowean hog deer. This species is very threatened and can only be found on a single island in Indonesia. Read more. Introduction to the Bornean yellow muntjac. Have you ever heard of the Bornean yellow muntjac? It's a fascinating deer species that calls the dense rainforests of Borneo its home. This elusive creature is known for read more. There are several different types of unique brocket deer, which together fall under the genus Mazama. Found on the Yucatan Peninsula, Central and South America, and on the beautiful island of Trinidad, there are 10. Read more. The Calamian deer, a treasure of the Philippine Islands. If you're curious about the Calamian deer, you've come to the right place. This unique species, also known as the Calamian hog deer or the Philippine redmore. The Chinese water deer is a small deer of Asian origin, part of the Cervidae, order Artiodactyla family. It can be found in the wild, dwelling in the lush river bottoms of Korea and in redmore. Ever been to a state park in the American Southwest or Mexico? If so, maybe you've seen a coo deer. They're a subspecies of the well-known American white-tailed deer. These deer are smaller than regular. Read more. Eld's deer, Panolia eldi, is a species that goes by many different names. These include thommen deer, brow-antlered deer, and Cervus eldi. Though endangered, this elegant and graceful species native to southern Asia is certainly read more. Like the white-tailed deer, the North American elk, also known as the wapiti, is a cervid. In fact, it's the second largest species in the deer family, making it an impressive animal. The North American elk? Read more. The fallow deer, Dama Dama, is a European native species of deer with an impressive rack of antlers, males, and striking appearance. Its name is derived from the pale brown coloration of its body, although read more. A rare species of deer native to Thailand and southern Myanmar, Phaea's muntjac deer, Muntiacus phae, is similar in appearance to the common muntjac deer, but has some unique differences. Read more. Understanding the basics of cape preparation. Preparing a buck for a shoulder mount starts with a careful and precise caping process. This involves removing the skin around the deer's shoulders, neck, and head with great read more. The Indian hog deer, Cervus porcinus, is a stocky species of deer native to India that now lives in India, Pakistan, and Southeastern Asia. It gets its name due to its short, squat appearance and read more. Indian muntjac deer, Muntiacus muntjac, is native to Southeastern Asia. Also called the southern red muntjac or barking deer, and is among the smallest deer species. Read more. The Indian sambar deer, Rusa unicolor, is an impressive deer which is native to India, South China, and Southeastern Asia. Its impressive size and unique coloring make it a target for hunting. It is a read more. Known worldwide for their incredible antlers, Irish elk are an extinct species that still holds a lot of fame because of their incredible size and beauty. With fossilized remains discovered in the 1600s, Irish elk read more. Key deer are a subspecies of white-tailed deer. They can only be found in the Florida Keys, which is where they got their name. Keep reading to learn everything you need to know about this read more. Marsh deer, Blastoceras dichotomous, are the largest type of deer from South America. Though they originally thrived in tropical and subtropical environments in the rainforest, today small units of marsh deer inhabit the swamps. Read more. The moose, Altes alces, is a massively large member of the deer family that lives in the colder northern climates. In North America, moose are found primarily in the forests of Canada and Alaska, with read more. Named for their large mule-like ears, mule deer, Otocoileus hemianus, are indigenous to western North America and can be grouped into two subspecies of black-tailed deer. Read more. On this page, we'll share some information and facts about muntjac deer. You may know this type of deer by their other names, including barking deer, because of their short, loud noise they make when. Read more. The northern pudu, Pudu mephistopheles, is the smallest type of deer in the world and typically weighs less than 13 pounds when mature. Learn more about this fascinating deer. Read more. The pampas deer, Ozotocarus bezoarticus, inhabits the wet and grassy lowlands of its range in South America. This species is endangered due to a loss of its preferred habitat and overhunting, and is the beneficiary redmoor. Native to the river valleys of China, the Pear-David deer, Elaphurus davidianus, is sometimes referred to as the milu or the elaphur, redmoor. The Persian fallow deer, Dama mesopotamica, is a very rare Middle Eastern deer. Today, this deer has ranges in Iran and Israel. Sometimes this deer is called the Mesopotamian fallow deer. By most, this deer is redmoor. The Philippine deer, Rusa mariana, goes by several different names. You may have heard it referred to as the Philippine sambar or the Philippine brown deer, redmoor. The Philippine spotted deer, also called the Visayan spotted deer, Rusa alfredi, or Alfred's deer, is an endangered species endemic to the Philippine Islands. It lives on the Visayan island chain. This deer, redmoor. One of the largest deer species in the world, the red deer, Cervus elephas, is a majestic animal that inhabits most of Europe and Caucasus mountain range, parts of Asia, Iran, and northwestern Africa, where. Read more. The Reeves muntjac, Muntiacus reevesi, is a common species of deer in southern China and Taiwan, though it has been brought to Japan and several locations in Europe as well. Read more. Reindeer, Rangifer tarandus, are species of deer found at high latitudes and a number of longitudes around the world. They inhabit cool climates and are native to the Arctic, subarctic, tundra, boreal, and mountain ranges, redmoor. A small but distinctive species, Capreolus capreolus, or the European roe deer, is sometimes referred to as the western roe deer or simply roe. You'll find them on the UK mainland, particularly in southern England. Read more. The Javan rusa deer, Rusa timorensis, also known as the Sunda sambar, is an impressive-looking species of deer native to the Indonesian Isles and East Timor. It has been introduced in a number of locations, redmoor. Cervus nippon or the Sika deer is native to East Asia and is sometimes referred to as the Japanese deer or the spotted deer. Years ago, you could find many Sika deer in northern Vietnam, redmoor. The South Andean deer, Hippocamelus basulcus, is a species of endangered deer native to the Andes mountain range in Argentina and Chile. Sometimes referred to as the Chilean huemul or southern gomal, this elegant deer, redmoor. The southern pudu, Pudu puda, is one of two species of pudu deer native to South America. Their native range is across southern Chile and southwestern Argentina. This deer is classified as near threatened, redmoor. The Taruca deer, Hippocamelus anacensis, or North Andean deer, is a native of South America. It's a mid-sized deer with a heavy body, and it is characterized by sandy brown hair with white patches. Taruca redmoor tis. The tufted deer, Elaphidus cephalopus, is a species native to central China and northeastern Myanmar. It is a small deer which earned its name from the tuft of black hair on its forehead. One of redmoor. White-lipped deer, Cervus albarostris, also known as Thorold's deer, is a large and impressive species native to the Tibetan Plateau. The Latin name albarostris comes from the Latin albus, white, and rostrum, snout, and redmoor. White-tailed deer, Otocoileus virginianus, is the most vigorous and well-distributed wild ungulate in North America. Sometimes referred to as Virginia deer or simply whitetail, this deer can be found throughout North, Central, and South America, redmoor.